Hi, this is Cindy Wieland, and I just finished visiting some urban schools in the Columbus environment and had a rewarding experience today. First stopped at a middle school and encountered a principal there who it's his second year, and he's already done quite a bit of turnaround in that environment. And what I understood, what it means to be a school leader in an urban context from him is just you've got to be compassionate, but you also need to know there's rigor in that academic curriculum. And so there are a lot of challenges for those students. The compassion and the care component is essential in taking care of those children, but they also need to learn, and providing them those rich academic environment experience is really important. Just managing the school building, learned about that. You have to have grit, you have to have determination. You're up and about a lot. My impressions of each school visit I visited today, the middle school impressed me the most. He was amazing. He goes throughout his building, he gets into classrooms, he immerses himself. He's rarely in his office. He is a person there on the scene. He sees students' faces, they see his. He knows names. He interacts with his teachers, and he sees what's going on inside those classrooms, and he wants the best for those kids when they walk in the building. The elementary school, the very, very compassionate principal there who he immerses himself as well. He wants to show that he is a team member. He doesn't get into assigning himself the title of principal, and that's a great way to set the climate of team building where everyone joins in, your teachers as well as your children. At the high school, just there's a mindset, there's a philosophy there that we are great, we're going to continue being great. Well, there's a lot of hard work to do in that environment with the older school kids who tend to be very active. They can tend to push back, but that high rigor still needs to be maintained, and that school environment, it needs to be highly managed. A lot of staff members, a lot of assistants, and a lot of interns there to provide that help. My impressions of the central office school leaders, very devoted to their work. That all three of them feel very rewarded by the work that they're doing, and always constantly thinking about what can we do next, what are the problems that are going to come about, that forward thinking. Just examples of like the trauma training, like we need to get grips on this. If the student experiences this trauma, how can they learn? And so that's another aspect that they want to ensure their educators understand that, and that their leaders understand that and can tackle that. Similarities between building level and central office level leaders, and differences. And the building leaders, they're there on the scene. They're doing the work that is there, kind of like right there on the battlefield. So they're the ones who see and feel and have that face-to-face interaction with the students who know when that student is having a bad day, and then the background that they learn about. The interaction, the face-to-face interaction with the parents. They're the ones who are coming up with ways to create community involvement. What are some things that we can put together at our school to bring parents in? Whereas the central office leaders were more they have an awareness of the big picture. That data is coming in. I need to know, are you improving your rate of graduation? I need all my high schools to report, because, I need to report then to the next level up. So they have a more, they're apart and away from the actual buildings. So they don't see those day-to-day class changes and students in the hallway, interactions. They don't see those interactions, but they're the ones who are feeling. However, this district here we are accountable, and we do want to have our students achieve, and we need to continue working on it. So they're working on all the policy and letting conducting on the meetings so that everyone is made aware of those things. And we learned about a new initiative that they're working on now. So I mean, they're busy working, and they're very, very devoted as well. But I just think that one is more like a war zone. When you're actually an administrator in that school, the day-to-day operations can be daunting, as one of the administrators said. Whereas the central office personnel, they don't feel that, they don't see the ricocheting bullets, so to speak. What do school leaders feel they need to be prepared to serve? What do school leaders feel they need to be prepared to serve urban schools? Grit. They need grit. They need that determination, the compassion, the passion to be there day in and day out, the devotion, just complete devotion, and knowing that dealing with school children that, their lives apart from school can be filled with so many difficult circumstances that they have to deal with, that, you wouldn't think, a child has to deal with such difficulty. Well, they do. And these school leaders know that, and they want to make it better for them. They want to create environments where these students come in and feel safety, feel the love, feel the nurturing, and because they know that apart from school, outside of school, that may not be the case. What do school leaders, what ideas are coming to mind when thinking about a website that we're creating? Well, definitely we want it to be a place that administrators, bookmark, that we have rich amount of resources for them to go to. One of the most important things I think would be those initial reactions that aspiring people or people who are new, on the job, like me, I desire to be in an urban environment. That's what I aspire to do, and this visit today has had a high impact on me. It drives me even further. I want to be in this environment. I want to work hard, and I want to be part of this. It's like a movement to me. I want to be part of this. And I think that would be valuable for those people who have been in these positions to see those first, second year leaders in the urban environment, those who aspire to be in that urban environment, that how they felt about it, like that they want to stick to it. This is what I want, and what you're doing, I saw what you're doing, and I was so inspired by you. What ideas are coming to mind when, my next question would be, what ideas come to mind when thinking about school leadership preparation programs? Well, to provide as much variety as you can. I mean, learning from the books, learning the research-based instructional best practices for instruction, and how to manage, how to run, how to do budgeting. It's so essential. But also these experiential opportunities to get in, to see the real people working their jobs, to hear them speak their frustrations, hear them speak triumphantly about their successes. That makes it real then for me, and it makes it me know that, no, this is a real job, and that is a real human being doing that job, and they're doing a good job at it, and at the end of the day, that's where I want to be. I don't want to be encyclopedia smart and be able to tell you, every aspect about differentiation. That's something that I know about. That's something that I can look at. I can apply that knowledge then to a situation. But I want to see the real person and how they go through their work day and their lives. When they talk about going home, one of the principals talked about, I have something, I can't remember what he called it, but it was a case where he says, I can take my whole school home. In this case, I have it ready in my office. And if I'm behind on things, I can just make sure this piece is in that case. I just close the case. I just take it home, and I can work the school literally from home. Or if I'm at home sick, that's something that's meaningful for me. That sticks more with me than possibly like reading about how an administrator does that. So I had a wonderful day. This was a wonderful experience for me, very, very formative, and I'm glad to have participated in it.